Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts.
Hey guys, James with the Chart Guys. It is Tuesday, March 6th. Going to do my nightly video on natural gas. So natural gas, we now have 4 consecutive candles here of higher lows and higher highs on the weekly. I was looking for a break of that 2.731 resistance on the weekly here to continue, and we had a nice break of that and continuation. If I was looking for a bear play, I would wait for a I would either wait for a lower high to be set and then play the low of that candle to break if you're swing trading, or I would just wait for a lower high on the weekly candle to be set. So for example, next week I would wait for a break of this low here of 2.673 if I were to play a bear play. I am going to expect a back test of the 20 MA this week or next week, which is at 2.768. And if you're looking at the unadjusted charts, I'm really looking for this 8 EMA back test here. So last night's video I said watch for a break of 2.731 for continuation. We got that. It's forming a nice bull candle on the weekly after last week's bullish candle. Longer lower wicks than upper wick, decent sized body. Closes near the high so far, depending on how this week closes with 3 more trading days. But I am on the unadjusted charts, not adjusted for the contracts. I'm expecting an 8 EMA back test either this week or next week, and that's currently at 2.782. So we'll see what happens with the inventory reports coming this Thursday. Looking at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. At this point, from this low, had a pullback. So as of now, what I would look for support on the 4-hour chart is, so our first support to look at using the 4-hour chart is going to be 2.673. That's going to be our first support tomorrow, and then these consecutive lows right here at 2.642 and then 2.633. But I do like that weekly setup, the way it's working out so far with those 4 consecutive bull candles on that weekly chart. You know, the daily, we have a TCG bull cross. We're getting close to that, where the upper Bollinger Band's squeezing tighter. We've just been slowly climbing here, and so what bulls want to see is it opening it up. You want to see the Bollinger Bands open up and see if you can ride the upper Bollinger Band. The next price resistance we have is at 2.758, and I think we got right to 2.758. So right at 2.758 right now, testing that price resistance on this candle that's opened up at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see what happens at the upper Bollinger Band at 2.767. So the upper Bollinger Band is lining up pretty closely to this price resistance here with this upper wick of profit taking. If we get above 2.758, the next resistance I would look for is going to be up. Well, let's look at the 4-hour, see if I can find a better resistance that way. Next resistance I will look for using the 4-hour so I can see the resistance is better. So this is the 2.758 resistance here. The next resistance I'm going to look for is 2.782. Support using the 4-hour chart. The first support is at 2.673. So that's the support to look for. Looking at the hourly, see if we can see some supports and resistances. Hourly support, first support to look for is at 2.724 and then 2.702. Those are the hourly supports to look for tomorrow. You can see that the RSI is a bit overbought and it's just going to cool. We wanted to cool overnight and continue to slowly climb, and you can see what's been going on this hourly chart is had a nice bull move. We just ranged here for a while, had a new higher high set here, ranged for a while, and new higher high set. So we could range here for a while. into Thursday's inventory reports and see how it reacts to the inventory reports, and watch those supports and resistances. So the weekly does look good. It looks like it's set up to test the back test at 8 EMA on the unadjusted charts. And again, that the unadjusted 8 EMA is at 2.782. And on the weekly, because of this big dump, there isn't much resistance right now besides these moving averages here. So there really isn't resistance using the weekly until the high of this weekly candle here of 2.88 as far as price resistance goes, which may line up with the 20 EMA as the 20 EMA continues to descend. But other than the moving averages, I don't see much price resistance on the weekly. So watch the 4-hour charts, hourly charts on intraday, and watch for the longer term. I would watch this weekly chart play out. Have a good night. And again, I wouldn't play it bearish on a swing trade until a lower low is set on the weekly, with these 4 consecutive candles continuing to set higher lows and higher highs on 4 consecutive candles. Have a good night and see you tomorrow.